Hi, my name is Oriel Arthur, and since I missed the first week of discussion groups, and no one was able to meet with me to do a couple discussion, I'm hoping that this will suffice, where I just kind of like talk about what I learned. I won't go the full 8 minutes, but hopefully this can count. Okay, so for first question, what was some aha moments of this week's class materials? Sorry. I liked. I feel like so in the introduction videos that we had to make for the other assignment for the first week, I expressed that I was nervous about, or I had a fear that I wouldn't learn anything differently in this class versus the human sexuality psychology related class I took in Denmark. But I feel like this class is already teaching me a lot that I don't know, specifically because it is being taught in a way of a guide for therapists who are helping people who struggle with sexual disorders. So I feel like this class is teaching the students about human sexuality, but it is also like putting it in a frame of also being able to help later guide people and teach people this education. So I like this week kind of like there's some like information I know I've learned before, like the anatomy of both female and male. But I like the part of how I feel like in this book it doesn't the education doesn't shy away from talking about pleasure and orgasms, and not in a very clinical sense. Like I feel like the literature is acknowledging that human beings are sexual, pleasurable creatures, and that there's nothing wrong with that. And how can one go about it in a way that is healthy, and that adds to. So in this first chapter, I liked the kind of, I feel like the summary or the point it was this first chapter was getting to was that sexual health is an imperative part of positive mental health. So having a good sex life is imperative to having just a good life in general, and that could include if you identify as asexual, which means having no sex. It technically is like defined as a sex category. So, anyways, I like that the book encourages people to like explore themselves, explore what they like, explore what they don't like, explore their own pleasure, and I and I feel empowered to learn more about kind of the conditions, the mental and physical conditions that various types of sexual bad behaviors or like illnesses can come up. I've often like wondered about my own somewhat my own sexual life in relation to possible like childhood trauma that I haven't processed. But anyways, let me keep going with the questions. Okay, next question is, what are your key takeaways from this week's learning materials? I feel like I just answered that. What questions are arising for you? Let me see. I think any questions I might have. Not really. I think I'm just excited and interested to see where the rest of this class goes. I'm bummed it's only a 1 unit class, but I do feel like I'm learning a lot already, and I guess we're almost halfway through the class. But so it's incredibly interesting, and I like that we had the art component. I like that the class, the first portion of the class is we're given like a video assignment to witness some live art or moving art, and then some other kind of manifestation of artistic expression that touches on sexuality. I think that's all really interesting. And I remember for myself as a kid, I kind of was able to identify my like eating disorder and my bisexuality from recognizing that I love to draw only women and only boobies and like beautiful bodies, but really skinny women. So I think that art and sexuality, like being able to explore sexuality through art, is a really cool concept. So thank you. And I hope this suffices for the first week video submission. Thank you.